The economic benefits and disadvantages to immigration reform. Border enforcement creates a higher demand for cheap labor. The heightened enforcement moves illegal workers further underground by taking lower pay, which, ironically, makes a greater demand for these types of workers. When a firm cuts costs by hiring unauthorized workers for low wages, their competition will become more likely to hire the same type of workers to benefit from the same cost savings. It is a cycle that will continue without immigration reform. Immigrants will continue to keep getting jobs because they take low pay, thus generating a greater demand. As you can see, the demand for immigrant workers creates a rightward shift in the demand curve. In this presentation, I will be talking about two different types of reform scenarios. One is comprehensive immigration, which creates a pathway to legal status for unauthorized immigrants. The other is mass deportation, which is to expel all unauthorized immigrants and seal the US-Mexico border. Comprehensive immigration. With comprehensive immigration, immigrants would still produce goods and perform services, but they would do so alongside Americans. This would result in higher wages and higher worker productivity. The demand for unregistered immigrants would also decline. This would increase the US GDP by at least 0.84% per year. This would be a 10-year GDP increase of at least $1.5 trillion. $1.2 trillion would be added in additional consumption and $256 billion in additional investments. Mass deportation. With mass deportation, the wages rise for less skilled Americans, but fall for higher skilled Americans. The US would also be losing money because immigrants wouldn't spend as much in our economy. The demand for illegal immigrants would also increase significantly. The US GDP would reduce by at least 1.46% annually. That would be a 10-year GDP decrease of at least $2.6 trillion. This whole scenario does not include the actual cost of the mass deportation. The Center of American Progress has estimated the cost of the mass deportation at somewhere between $206 billion and $230 billion over 5 years. As you can see, immigration reform would help the American economy even if it's not comprehensive. With any type of positive reform, the demand for illegal immigrant workers would reduce because everyone would be making a higher salary. Comprehensive reform is economically better than mass deportation in terms of projected annual GDP and wages for all Americans. Thanks for watching.